Magogo, who also doubles as the speaker Anita among his husband, is using money, power, and influence to denominate his competitors. At first, he denominated the NUP candidate, and now is denominating, in conjunction with the Electoral Commission, another remaining candidate. In a verdict that was done by the Electoral Commission, it came out and said, and I quote, you first read A, that the respondent who prior to his nomination had been a public officer, viz. A police officer with the Uganda Police Force, did not furnish attached proof of his resignation from government service at the time of his nomination, contrary to Section 44A of the Parliamentary Election Act, Cap 177. B, that therefore his nomination paper is void under Section 30E of the Parliamentary Election Act. So, if you look at that verdict from the Electoral Commission, it is giving the reason as to why the remaining candidate is nominated is that he didn't attach the proof of resignation. Under our constitution, any public servant, like a police officer, is supposed to resign 90 days before the nomination. And the Electoral Commission is coming out to say that that person who has been denominated didn't attach proof of resignation. And for me, I've come to show you how Magogo is using money, power, and influence. Ordinarily, it's supposed to be money, power, and respect, but they don't have respect, they have influence to denominate his competitors. Because it's not the first time. Even Bobby went through a tweet, came out to talk about it. Okay? So the purpose of this video, I've come to speak about Magogo's hand in this domination, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the certain materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. Now, the reason I'm saying that Magogo and Electoral Commission did something illegal is, amongst the reason that was prescribed, is because the person never resigned from police 90 days prior. But the actual evidence is coming out to show that this person resigned almost a year before joining elective politics. And I'm asking myself, how did the Electoral Commission reach at this scenario? Many of the time, every person who is being deregistered or denominated comes from the opposition. It raises a lot of things. Quote me right, there are some denominations which followed the law. I'm seeing some. But there are also some denominations which are so alarming because of influence these people peddle. In a letter to confirm that this man resigned, in a letter which was written 18th in April 2024, it has a reference as resignation from Uganda Police Force. This is to inform you that the Police Council Appointment Proportion Subordinate Officer Committee under Minute 009-1504 directed that your application to resign from the police force approved with effect from 15th April. Please note that in accordance with the Uganda Public Service Standing Orders, a pensionable officer who resigns his or her office relinquishes all rights and privileges attached to the post. You are therefore required to hand over all government kit and any other government properties in your possession to your immediate supervisor, commander, before leaving the office. And it was signed off by the Ayato Hadora for Inspector General of Police. So you clearly see that evidence is showing that this person, this honorable member, resigned almost 555 days. Remember, the Constitution says 90, so it's almost a year when he resigns. How is it possible that he is now registered or denominated for failure of not resigning in real time? It points towards a syndicate that's being used. His wife Anita among the registered a NUP candidate. With the technicalities, the case is still in court. I don't know why the court is not coming out to show cause. Okay? Now the husband is doing the same. The vice president was announced unopposed. So there is a syndicate of big officials in the regime because they have money. Where where money fails, they can induce the Electoral Commission. Because in this juncture, how can you tell me that the Electoral Commission didn't see that later? Because where facts are bare, you don't register as a person. And I think even this, the court is going to overturn the decision. Okay? It's going to be overturned. And it's not the first time, even during nominations, a candidate who was going to run against MAGOGO, they prevented him from accessing the nomination grounds. They closed the gate. He had come 1 day prior, they refused, they gave him at the last day when he came, the gate was closed until the nomination time was over. So you clearly see it was a syndicate. In fact, here is the tape.
First land to know, returning officer, Maina Anita, Muteso, from Bukedea. So, now the order Eyoku in the country, denominating virtually by the same you provide the Rakumana Tegerate, or Kumpu Singa nomination in your. So, Zilan Song Agents of Covantine, no, what's the Bampandi Sisa? I am Subilanti, the still orders, Anita, Niva, Magogo, Gwendi Kuvana, Budiope East. I end up together to Magogo, to Jaku Zaku, and Budiope East, to Jaku, Pakango, say, when Tanzania, or get Tanzania, we're Cindy with Tanzania. What's the message from Nadi Duzaida? Nakola pre-registration, Nafuna candidate's number a week before. My signatures were verified early. I have verified the signatures already. I was only waiting to be nominated. Not just nominating. I was supposed to come here yesterday for nomination. The returning officer told me there are many people who booked earlier. Banjina ba bookings nomination yokusatu. Yankoba nomination yo yalwakuna kusawa ina. By sawa ina mbaile wa name. Ready for nomination.
What happened?
Instead, by nominating them, Bandwala Mubirogo. The secretary, Bankova, Nwoli Kwidaku. And then, is that you call Ibra? But to give him lunchtime, returning officer at Ize, up to closure of nomination. So I think this is impunity of the highest order, exhibited by Engineer Moses Magogo, Nimucharao, Anita.
So, that is the candidate who was first denominated on the nomination day. And he came out to state categorical that Magogo and his wife Anita Among are behind this. Now another candidate is registered, and the mistake is made by the Electoral Commission. So you want to tell me that the Electoral Commission, with all lawyers and a commission, denominates someone who resigned almost a year before the nomination, and even the facts are barely out, and still the nomination is recalled? What a shame. Our democracy is under attack, where people, because they have money and power, they don't have respect, they have influence, that they can influence the nomination of someone. What a shame. Because they are scared, most especially in Busoga. Busoga was won by Robert Chagrin Sentam, although the representation in Parliament was not there. But this time around, all signs show that even the representation is going to be big in Busoga. Those are the questions that are supposed to be asked. How come the Electoral Commission denominates someone with the evidence that he resigned? What a shame. Of course, it's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi. Kabir Sulaiman Mawagali. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.